Alright guys, I keep getting an overwhelmingly big response and request to try one of these Mountain House meals. So, I decided to have a breakfast for lunch today. I used to love that in school. I don't know if any of you guys still go to school. If you have breakfast for lunch, that used to be my favorite thing at school lunches. It was like French toast and crappy scrambled eggs and a really crappy sausage, but I don't know what it was. I loved it. It was my favorite, and the pancakes were always rubbery. And everyone complained about it, but I loved it because I was weird. I was also the kid who drank the milk. When I went to school, no one ever had the carton of milk. They always thought that was lame, or they just thought it was gross, but I always loved it. And even so, I also loved when it was frozen, which was really weird, when it was kind of slushy, which I know a lot of you guys think is gross. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this at all. This is the Mountain House breakfast, the scrambled eggs with ham and red and green peppers. Alright, so we're going to follow the instructions here. Go ahead and make it, and I'm going to eat it. Whoop. And here's the instructions. First thing you want to do is open the top and take out the oxygen absorber. So let's do that. Step 1. Open the top. And you can see there's a seal here. So even after you rip this, let's say you eat half your meal and you want to save it, or even when you're pouring the water in to cook it, or you're not cooking it, but you're hydrating it, you can seal that just like a Ziploc bag. So that's pretty cool. So you have the option to actually save some of your food for later if you don't finish it. Alright, so anyway, so let's have our first look in there. Where's our oxygen absorber? I don't know. I'll find it. Anyway, it's kind of weird. It's like the, space food. Did you ever take a trip, science class or something in high school or even middle school, and you go see, whatever. You learn about space stuff, and you always get that astronaut freeze-dried ice cream. It's just like that. There's big chunks of eggs, little chunks of ham, little bits of pepper in there. That's pretty much it. So, there it is. Couldn't find the darn thing. So, alright. Step 1, take that out. Now, step 2, carefully add 1 cup of boiling water to pouch. Now, the water doesn't have to be hot. Someone asked me this. They said, well, what if you can't heat your water? What then, man? Well, it's not a big deal. You could still make it. It's just not going to be a hot breakfast. So if you prefer hot food, use boiling water. If you use room temperature water or cold water, you're going to have cold or room temperature food. So you're not actually cooking this. You're just basically putting the moisture back into it. So anyway, I'm going to boil some water, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, I'm back. I have exactly 1 cup, and not just because it's in a cup, but I measured it out. It's 1 cup of boiling water. Well, it was boiling. It cooled off just a tiny bit, but anyway, carefully pour that into our bag. And I gotta be quick because I should have used something with a spout. Here we go. Right, spilled a little bit, but it's not gonna hurt anything. Alright, seal it up. It says, alright, carefully add the water, now stir thoroughly and close zipper. Oh, I'm supposed to stir. Well, that's why we read directions. Right. I'm stirring. Bag's nice and hot. Okay. Alright, so stirred thoroughly, zip the bag shut, and let stand 5 or 6 minutes. Give a little shake there too. Alright, so I'll be back in 5 to 6 minutes. Alright, we're back. That's fun, isn't it? The power of editing. Okay, so it's been 5.5 minutes, and what's our next step here? Now it just feels like a bag of hot mush. Carefully drain the excess water from the pouch. Serve for your convenience. Eat right out of the pouch. Well, thank you for that. By the way, this one is marked March 2017, which of course is different than what the box said. But anyway, I'm not eating it March 2017. I'm eating it in January 2011. Alright, let me go drain the water, and I'll be right back with you again. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so here's what we look like in there. And by the way, I drained about half the water. I'm assuming you have to put a full cup in there just so that everything's saturated, so that you don't end up getting any crusty or hard pieces. But it only actually soaked up about half of the water I put in there. But it looks normal. But most important part, let's dig in and see what it tastes like. Nice big old bite here. Well, it's great. It's really good. I'll take another bite here before I give you an opinion on it. Okay. Well, texture is a little bit harder than regular scrambled eggs, and what I mean by that is, like, if you make fresh scrambled eggs, they're real light and fluffy. These seem a little bit more dense, not incredibly, just slightly. Just wanted to mention that. Peppers are nice and crisp, like they're cooked perfectly. They're not mushy or anything, but they're not hard. The meat, the ham, is a little bit chewy, but not bad at all. Flavor-wise, it's spot on. It tastes just like if I made this fresh. In fact, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna take another bite. Hold on. But it's actually really, really good. I've comparing it to the MRE omelet, night and day. 10 stars, you know, whatever other kind of thing you want to give it. It's perfect. It really is great compared to that. Compared to the real deal, made fresh, I'd say it's almost there. It's like a 9 out of 10. It's very good, very tasty. I can see why people like these as opposed to some other different options out there. They are a little bit more expensive because you are buying smaller quantity, but the quality is certainly there. It's very, very good. I think these would be an excellent addition to anyone's pack for hiking or maybe just for preparation. But I really like it. So much so that I'm going to finish the rest of the bag here because I am hungry and this is my lunch. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Quick little facts on this. Happens to be 370 calories, which is, you know, I guess some people's average lunch. It's a little bit much if you're calorie counting. You know, I've been trying to be good about what I eat. But, of course, I'm sacrificing a little bit to make this video. But I wouldn't really call it a sacrifice because it is very tasty. It's good stuff. So, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I think there was something else I was going to say. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. If you get these things, you know, make video responses. I love to see. I mean, if some people out there watching this video and you have this stuff, make a video response. Tell me what you think. You know, these reviews are just my opinion. That's the whole point behind it. It's just one man's personal opinion about something. You watch a bunch of different reviews on the same thing. If a lot of people are saying the same stuff, it's probably very true. It's a collection of ideas that give you a general idea of what a product's like. That's the whole purpose behind these reviews. So please, all video responses are certainly welcome. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. So you thought the video was over, eh? No, I wanted to add something real quick at the end here. Something I didn't notice right away, but as I'm eating the meal, I got a few bites there left. I noticed the salt content. It doesn't taste very salty. In fact, I was going to say to anyone out there who likes to salt their food normally, if you have that kind of preference where you're usually salting food, you may want to pack a little salt or a couple of those little packets or something in your bag because it's not on the salty side at all. However, I turned it over just to look at the nutritional facts, and in fact there is a lot of sodium in this. There's 1,300 milligrams, which according to the package says it's 54% of the salt you're supposed to take in for the day. Now, because this is again a emergency food, having salts in your diet is important. You know, when you're drinking water, a lot of times you need those minerals and those salts and stuff to keep going. But I just want to make the mention, strictly for flavor, I found it to be just very, very slightly bland. I mean, it's nothing like, oh my god, I need salt. It's not like that at all. But I want to mention it for anyone who normally salts their food, you will want to add a little salt to this. Even though it's showing quite a bit compared to other foods in the contents, I felt that it wasn't as salty as it actually is. So just something to think about. Maybe it means absolutely nothing to you. Either way, it's still tasty. And I'm really gonna let you go now, and I'm gonna finish this and move on with the rest of my day. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.